If you want the floor to have a traditional look, you should apply a solvent-borne finish. It is undisputed that a solvent-borne finish gives the floor a high-quality surface and adds that warm classic touch. Start your work by sanding the hardwood floor to remove remains of old finish, dirt and unevenness. Use coarse grit sandpaper and high roller pressure for initial sanding. Reduce roller pressure when you're using finer grit sandpaper. When the sanding is done, you must vacuum well. Apply Synteko Full Trowel wood filler to fill cracks in the floor. Pour the wood filler directly on the floor and spread with a stainless steel spatula. Apply filler all over the floor to fill cracks, open grain and unevenness. If you have a few cracks only, spot filling may be sufficient. Synteko wood filler dries in about 20 minutes. When the cracks are wider than 1.5 mm or 1/16 of an inch, the wood filler must dry overnight. You may need to fill once more due to shrinkage. Here, we have chosen white oak color to match the wood. Synteko Full Trowel wood filler is available in other colors that match the most frequently used wood species. The fully dried, evenly colored wood filler must be sanded with 80 grit paper and then with 100 to 120 grit paper or screen. You will see that the fill cracks blend perfectly in with the wood and are hardly noticeable. Screen the floor lightly with a 120 grit screen in order to obtain as even a surface as possible in preparation for sealing. Now it is time to vacuum the floor again. It is important that you are thorough. Do not forget baseboards and windowsills, etc. Wipe the floor with a clean cotton cloth moistened with denatured alcohol to remove the last dust. Be careful not to have any contaminants on the cloth. Do not use water. Shake both finish and hardener containers. The matting agent must be well dispersed in the finish. Let stand for 5 minutes. When working with the 16.5 L unit, remove the mixing tray and hardener bottle from the combination tri-pack. Both hardener and finish containers have engraved lines that simplify mixing in the right proportions. Use a protective respirator and gloves. Mix the hardener and finish in the tray or in a separate container. Synteko Classic may also be applied by roller, but first an application by brush must be done around the edges and in the corners. Work standing up by fitting the brush to a stick. For rolling, use a short nap mohair roller. Dip the roller in the mixing tray and make 3 small puddles for a 10 square feet or 1 square meter area. Spread the puddles with the roller in one direction against the grain. To obtain as even a coat as possible, finish rolling at a 90-degree angle to the first direction, always with the grain. Dip again and repeat the procedure for another 10 feet square or 1 square meter and so on. In order to obtain a perfect result, apply a total of 2 to 3 coats by roller. A third way to apply Synteko Classic is by Synteko Applicator. Also, in this case, corners and edges must be sealed with a brush. Pour directly on floor a string of finish that is to be spread with the applicator. The applicator method is especially suited for large areas. Also in this case, 2 to 3 applications are recommended. For the best possible results of the application methods we have shown here, use the following products. Synteko Full Trowel Wood Filler ready mixed for wooden floors. It is used to fill cracks, grain and imperfections before the sealer coat and is available in several colors to match the most frequently used wood species. Synteko Classic Quick Drying High Solid 2-component Acid Curing Finish for hardwood and softwood floors. Synteko Classic gives extremely high wear and scuff resistance and is resistant to water and household chemicals. Resin and oil-rich wood species must be sealed immediately after